very similar. And then at the end talk a little tiny bit about the bigger picture and how this relates to what you call journalism. I'm not a journalist under any circumstances. Journalism, as you know, in each of the last 20 years has been measured to be Britain's least trusted profession by Mori in a very large sample survey by Bob Worcester. And last year, journalists still came below politicians, even last year, after the expensive scandal. So I don't consider myself a journalist. I'm a person who can write, and I have a little finger with which I can hit the enter key, and that allows me to publish on the web. This is the website I publish in King's Cross in North London. For those of you who don't know King's Cross, it's a very, very challenging area. The council and the local property developers would like to think it's being regenerated. The truth is somewhat different. It's still an area with incredibly high crime rates, but violent and serious crime. 6 murders in the last 3.5 years in an area a mile long by half a mile wide. I've lived there for 10 of the last 15 years on and off in several different flats. Back in 2002, I was sitting in my flat minding my own business, and there was a noise outside. I looked out the window, and there was an abandoned car that had been stuck there for some time. I hadn't been able to get the council to move it away. And there was a gang of 20 kids, aged between 8 and 16, in the business of breaking into the car and smashing it up. They were just enjoying themselves. Then they stuffed the car full of fireworks and set the car on fire. And the fireworks display went off inside the car. And if you've never seen it, it was like the beginning of Shameless, but with fireworks. It was an extraordinary thing. And that was a damn sign moment for me. It was a tipping point when I said, well, I've got that choice. I can either do the normal middle-class thing and fleece the suburbs, but I don't like suburbs. I was brought up in I'm very uncomfortable here in Surbiton, I have to say. I was brought up in the remote countryside. I do the countryside or the inner city. I don't really do the in-between bits. Or I get stuck into my community. I just got stuck in a whole load of community activism. Traditional stuff. Going to meetings, getting on committees, lobbying councillors, lobbying local public service deliverers for better public services, better policing, better housing, and so on and so on. And after some years, I was involved in so many things that I was getting an information overload.